Hi, I'd like to talk to you today about the AveoTSD, which is a dental appliance used to treat obstructive sleep apnea. It's made of flexible silicone, and you can see it pictured here. If you want more information, you can go to AveoTSD.com. There's a bunch of sites that are selling it, by the way, in various countries, and eBay is also a good place to look for it. If you buy one, make sure you get at least the 2009 model, as there was a significant engineering revision to the thickness of the skin, which makes it a bit more comfortable in 2009 as opposed to the 2007 model. So here you can see it. It's actually upside down. That little notch on the top actually folds around the attachment point where your tongue meets the lower jaw. So here's how you use it. It's a bit like a pacifier. You simply squeeze the plastic, the silicone bulb to get all the air out. You stick it under your tongue. You put your tongue in as far as you want, and then you release the plastic bulb, and the suction holds it there. And I might add that it has a tendency to slip off if you don't put your tongue in far enough. Then again, if you put your tongue in all the way, it may be a little bit painful as it stretches your tongue out. Certainly, though, the farther you put your tongue in, the better result you're probably going to have in terms of preventing your tongue from rolling back in your mouth, which is the whole objective of this device. It certainly does not treat central sleep apnea, which is a failure of your regulatory systems to help you respirate on time. It's simply used to prevent you from swallowing your tongue and to get good aeration during sleep. So here's what it looks like when it's on. This is the front view. It's like a pacifier almost. Now, I've actually developed a better technique for wearing this, which I'll show you in a second. The obvious problem with this is that if you kind of relax your facial muscles during sleep, it might not leave much space at the sides to actually get air in, even though, as far as I know, this is the suggested manufacturer way to wear this device. And I would certainly advise you to consult your doctor and your user notes on this device before you go ahead and use it. So from the side, it looks like this. Indeed, a big, silly-looking baby's pacifier, but hey, it's better than not getting oxygen in your sleep. And indeed, if you wear it this way, then if you're lying on, say, your right side, you can swing your tongue down onto the right side of your lip and kind of hang off the edge of the pillow so you maximize the size of the air hole on the left side of your lips, and vice versa. But I've got a better technique that I developed, and this is not something that's the manufacturer recommends in their manual, although I don't know that they recommend against it. So I actually put the phalanges on the top and bottom under my upper and lower lip, and the result of this, as you can see, is actually that it creates some larger air pockets, and I'm definitely better to get better oxygenation using this technique. And you can see from the left side here, of course, it makes my lips swell up like an orangutan, but that's okay. There's indeed a nice little air pocket on the left side of the lip, and then the right side of the lip. And in this case, I've just found that this gives much better results. I'm able to breathe much better. And by the way, I have a little plastic container here. You can use a peanut container or whatever it is that you have, and wash it out. And this is how I store my AveoTSD. Now, when you get it, it actually comes with its own little container, but I don't like that because it's hard to fill it with water, which means there's going to be a lot of air in there, and who knows what kind of bacterial or mold growth I could get. So what I do here is I fill this container, this tennis ball size container. Well, first I put the AveoTSD inside after I rinse it off a little bit. I fill it with tap water, which is loaded with chlorine to kill the bugs, and then I seal the top on so that, as you can see, there's very little air in it. In addition to that, sometimes before I actually fill it with tap water, I pour a lot of salt onto the AveoTSD itself as an extra antibacterial agent. And certainly you would want to do this if your tap water isn't particularly clean, and in which case, by the way, you should also rinse it with filtered water before use each time. But this helps to keep it clean. Cleaning is somewhat of a problem because if you use soaps, you'll find that the chemicals and the fragrances in the soap tend to stick to the Aveo device, unfortunately, and so when you put it on your tongue all night, it's probably not the most tasteful or maybe not even the most helpful thing to do. and you're just not supposed to clean it with alcohol because that'll cause the silicone to dissolve. So this is kind of the next best thing. I do hope that this has helped you. And oh yeah, by the way, you might want to wash your hands before you clean it, and then just use your finger to kind of wipe off any accumulating debris before you store it in this little storage container to make sure that it's kept clean. It's a much better device than any other dental appliance I've seen. It is, by the way, during the first week of use, it is really a pain, and you won't sleep well at all, and you'll swear that it's completely useless. But after a week, you really do adapt to it. It does make you salivate a lot, particularly in the first week, and less so, but still somewhat after that. I've had really good results with this, and sometimes I also like to use a CPAP, as I've discussed in my other video. But when I'm traveling, this is a practical alternative because I'm not a significant sufferer of central apnea, which this will not treat. Anyway, I do hope that was informative for you. Thanks for listening.